What is free speech? 101. The war on your brand new, eternal, filthy, delicious little idiot soul. And off we go. Please don't censor me, Daddy. I'll stake your snake on a spike if you do. Lately I've been performing this terribly masochistic experiment wherein I have decided to deny myself from the routine pleasure of orgasm for about 5 whole days now. I have completely resisted all my urges to give myself into this overwhelming, ecstatic, full-body, quivering, trembling bliss of unimaginable ecstasy. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Seth, why? God himself granted you this gift for being such a brilliant mathematician and magician and gorgeous fuck slave in all your past mortal incarnation. How could you reject such a gift? Now, this is a hard question to answer because you're right. This wonderful cheat code straight from God, which I've abused around 4 times a day since I was 11 years old, is a marvelous gift, the likes of which depraved and deprived, simple, smelly earth bitches would gladly sacrifice all of their dumb, stumbling little spawn for. But don't worry, I've done this all for a very good reason, in spite of a few negative consequences. And I do apologize to that
handful of delicious, sexy, sweet little nymphs who I have accidentally unleashed the full extent of my aesthetic desires upon.
Leaving them in their soft, succulent little pussies, drip drip dripping down their tender thighs, yearning for me to fuck them out of their puddle of stupor until their precious little whore hearts simply explode in the intense bursting bliss of a supernova ultraviolet light-bending black hole orgasm, the likes of which they will spend their next 10 lives striving to achieve again. I apologize to you few blessed beautiful sluts who I have left splattered across the ether by the force of my invisible tentacle, for you did not deserve such a fate, but it was a necessary evil for me to come to learn and understand myself. For you see, the reason that I've deprived myself of my God-given right to pleasure for such a period as has never occurred in my life since I first discovered this power is simply that certain wise men have occasionally suggested that such rejection can be a gateway towards unlocking spiritual providence. And lately, I have been a seeker of light and knowledge, the unlocking of mystery, the nature of our relationship with the pyramids and the stars and the aliens inside of the moon. And you know what? It worked! My usual expelling of bliss has instead become concentrated overwhelmingly deep within my heart and mind and soul, and I have been granted the key to enlightenment. And I'm going to share it with you, dear viewer, right now, so that you can join my cult and we can cosmically fuck each other's astral avatars all the way to the core of the inevitable technological super-Earth of the future. Feverishly reviewed ancient Hermetic texts, Kabbalistic linguistics, Hebrew numerology, astrology, symbology, and every banned revelation condemning nations in between. And I have found the secret code. It's been in my hands the whole time. It's as simple as this. My unaroused, limp cock, hanging at the exact same length as each of my swollen, hairy testicles, forming the perfect triangle, the infinite trinity, the all-seeing eye, sticking casually to the edge of my very own thighs, a slick 666 of simplistic symmetry. But of course, this revelation is not without consequence. If it is my right to decide whether humanity is filth which must be purged, or blessed beast of burden which must be learned, I can only come to a very uncomfortable dualistic realism. Furthermore, if I, the wisest guy in all the night sky, have been denied my light for this long, then it must be true that evil itself roams strong along these magnetic fields, and you ought to be very wary, lest you fall into its repetitions and be consumed. But I have faith in you that you can overcome. There's very little faith, but it is faith nonetheless, for it is truly a test to overcome the intrinsic bias that has been programmed into ourselves, the predictable reproductive organs of the machine world. Where was I? Due to all my snide ego, I suppose it will be difficult for you to hear anything useful here, but I hope that at the very least, the next time you organize an orgasm, my eyes might polarize your simple desires and remind you that we all have a duty to seek and serve the dirty, filthy, trickstery little tease of the truth. For more content like this, hit that like and subscribe and share this shit, in spite of the fact that there's fuck tons of more important shit happening all over the goddamn planet right now that your dumbass should be seriously paying attention to. But you know what? Fuck that shit. I deserve to be goddamn famous and viral, so mote it fucking be, motherfuckers. Share this shit, change the fucking world, do what's fucking right, and stop being pieces of shit to each other. Amen.